Sinking driveway, settling patio, collapsing stoop, uneven pool deck. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition. This is for Monday, the 7th of March. I'm James Spann. An active day today with a cold front pushing into the state. That's going to set the stage for strong, maybe severe storms. Then we'll have multiple rounds of rain through the week and maybe more strong storms at the end of the week. And then some really cold air coming up for the weekend ahead. So a lot to talk about here. Let's dive into it. This is the upper air look. The good news, the main dynamic support will be lifting pretty far north of the state. There's a short wave over parts of the Corn Belt. That'll be moving far north of Alabama, so kind of a low-end severe weather threat today. That was the radar this morning, a little before 5 o'clock. Thunderstorms through parts of West Tennessee and northwest Mississippi. Those are under severe limits, and they will likely stay that way for a while. And they might grow stronger again later this morning, especially this afternoon. Temperatures very mild. We're in the mid to upper 60s to start today. Highs today will be in the low and mid 70s in most spots. There is a tornado watch until 7 a.m. for parts of the Mid-South. This includes Memphis, the Mississippi Delta, parts of West Tennessee. Here's the bigger watch warning map. Wind advisories for parts of Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia. A few scattered winter weather issues up north and flash flood watches around the Ohio River. So here's your severe weather outlook for today. We have a fairly large slight risk, level 2 out of 5, stretching from northeast Alabama to parts of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. In Alabama, that slight risk is generally east of I-65 and north of Interstate 85, parts of northeast and east Alabama. The rest of the state in a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5. No severe storms expected for Mobile and Dothan. And this is our approximate timeline. Those storms will be pushing into northwest Alabama about 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. The risk will be ending for the northwestern part of the state around 1. For Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, Tuscaloosa, the main window for heavier storms, 11 a.m. until 4. South Alabama, 2 to 7. And this is the probabilistic outlook for tornadoes, just a 2% ring for North Alabama, parts of Tennessee and Kentucky, and much more about today here in a moment as we go through modeling. This is tomorrow, maybe some thunder, but no severe weather, and pretty much the same thing on day 3, which is Wednesday. We'll jump to day 5, Friday. At this point, there's no severe weather risk defined as the predictability is too low, but the SPC will probably introduce some chance of severe storms for parts of the Deep South with another cold front. And again, we'll talk about this as we go through modeling. A lot of rain around here this week. After that gorgeous week last week, we all knew it would come to an end. Parts of southeast Alabama might see 4 inches of rain down around Dothan and Enterprise. Most of the state rain totals this week will likely be between 2 and 3 inches. So, model fans, let's dive into the GFS. This is the 06C run valid today at 3. And again, you can see this upper high over the Gulf, the main wave energy well to the north of the state. The surface low is near Buffalo, New York. For a big severe weather day, you want to see that thing north of Memphis. But the cold front pushing in. This is the instability this morning at 11 a.m. You can pretty much pick out the cold front on the back edge of the Cape, but values approach 1,000 joules per kilogram, and that's not a lot for March, but it's sufficient for strong storms. But this is kind of what's lacking here. This is the storm relative felicity, and there's just not much, with the main shortwave action far north of here, and the STP values are quite low. So the main threat will be gusty winds. Could there be an isolated tornado? Yes, mainly over northeast Alabama, but the odds of that are quite low at this point. But as always, with thunderstorms, expect the unexpected, so we'll watch radar trends carefully. So this is tomorrow, and we're going to be noticeably cooler. Highs will be in the 50s, and a wave forms on the front. And while the morning will likely be dry, more rain will likely push in by mid to late afternoon. This is Wednesday morning at 6 o'clock. Widespread rain will be falling, will be in the 40s, just a cool, stable air mass. And then by Wednesday afternoon, that wave is on by. Wednesday afternoon should be dry. Will be in the 50s, and clouds will likely linger. This is Thursday. A decent chunk of the day should be dry for most of the state. A lot of clouds around. The sun may be peeking out. Will be in the 60s. And this is Friday. We might see low 70s. And you're looking at the GFS. Let's go to the European. It's got a surface low that's just northwest of Florence. and evidence that unstable air will be creeping back in here. So with that next front on Friday, that might bring a chance of strong to severe storms. Remains to be seen. Depends on the return of the unstable air. But a good chance of rain and storms late Friday and Friday night. And then Saturday morning, much colder air begins to drop in here. There's actually a chance there could be a few snow flurries over North Alabama early Saturday morning. Don't expect any impact if that happens. And temperatures will likely drop to near 30. Then by Saturday afternoon, the precipitation is gone. The sky clearing, but we stay cold. Highs will be only in the upper 30s over the Tennessee Valley. Huntsville, Florence, they might sit around 37, 38. Highs in the 40s for the rest of the state. And then Sunday morning, we're going to be very cold. We'll see lows well down in the 20s. We might even see a few upper teens for the colder pockets. And obviously for the growers, they have to be aware of that. But again, for most locations for now, we'll say lows between 22 and 25. We'll go to a week from today. This is Monday, March 14th. A zonal flow and a dry air mass. We start to warm up. Highs go back in the 60s. We'll go out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, March the 16th. Big trough in the west. And if this works out, we're still dry with highs probably in the low 70s by then. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. The mean about 3 inches between now and the 21st of March. And much of that will be this week. And yeah, look at the cool down. It's quite the roller coaster ride. Highs drop in the 50s tomorrow. Back in the low 70s on Friday, the high Saturday, 43. And this is for Birmingham. And again, if you're north of Birmingham, you might be in the 30s all day Saturday. And for Birmingham, it's got 25 Sunday morning, but many spots will be colder. And again, growers beware. The new outlook from the CPC, this is for the 14th through the 20th of March. Temperatures expected to be very close to average around here. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3 o'clock this afternoon. If you can, catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Sinking driveway? Call Alabama Professional Services. Settling patio? Call APS. Uneven pool deck? Call APS. Collapsing stoop? Call APS. Cracking sidewalk? That's right. Call APS. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.